Good evening, everyone. We're gonna do more Minecraft. I've been I've been ready to go ahead and get this thing finished. Well, we'll see if we can get this whole farm finished. But we made we made pretty substantial progress on it last time, and I've still got the little guest thing there. Let's make that go away. Bye bye. So last time, we added our temporary bamboo farm for all the scaffolding. I think this is gonna be about as much scaffolding as we need. I don't have the Google Images webpage up right now, but I can bring that back up if we need it. Is that a hole? Can't believe there's a hole in this. Okay, well, first we're gonna have to fix that hole. But then, I think we're gonna fill this up with glass, and then we're going to make a bunch of water source blocks up the center, so that lets all the guardians fly up. I think we'll wait. Actually, we'll wait on the on adding the water until we get to a point where we actually have the infrastructure so that it doesn't just send a bunch of guardians up to where we're trying to plan and build. Regardless, let's calm down. I've been chilling on top of the bamboo stalks for a while. they've grown quite tall. And the question is, where in the world is my cherry boat? I thought I had a cherry boat, not a birch. I don't know. Anyway, well, let's go fix this. Oh. Okay. I think that's patched up now. You can stop being annoying over there. I'm gonna abuse FreeCam this one to see if there are any more holes in our giant column. That would be really annoying. Doesn't look like it. Let's get rid of that little guy on the edge. Bye bye. Ah. I will say, these guardians are not very nice. I'm looking forward to slaughtering them by the hundreds. That's not very nice either. I will say, in general, murder is not the answer to bullying. I guess it does solve the problem, but it creates too many new problems for it to really be a good solution. Except in Minecraft. That's why we love Minecraft. Let's throw all this bamboo here. Throw the ink sac in there. And where is all that? Last time, in between streams, Sour got a whole bunch of glass, which is going to be a very big help here. Because we're going to be filling all this up with glass, and then it's going to keep going up. So, hello, intrusive. Welcome to stream. We're currently continuing to build our guardian farm. Right now, I am about to fill in a whole bunch of glass walls. I think the plan here is fill in these with glass walls. This is the platform we're standing on. I think for like optimal spawn radius, we'd want to go like 50 blocks higher, but we can do that later. Right now, I'm gonna have it go up here. It'll go a little bit higher so that we can just stand on the platform here and the guardians will come down to us. Because the Guardians got to go up, and they got to fall back down to take a little bit of fall damage, make them easier to kill, more efficient for a experience farm. What I'm hoping is they don't constantly shoot at me as I try to build this part. All the nice big glass walls. I do love connected. Next to textures makes this so much better. Because otherwise you've got these... there's just too many lines for it to feel like a big, clear sheet of glass. Here you've got this nice... it almost looks like a giant test tube. I do love that. Simple physics. Then go up, then go down. Amazing. Exactly. Using what we learned in our high school physics class, we have thing go up, then it go back down, and if it goes up high and goes up and down high enough, then it causes ouchie. I think there was more to physics than that, but I think that's about all you need to know. I saw that splash, and for a second I thought it was a glass block that I had somehow placed in the middle of the ocean. I was very concerned. That would be devastating. Also, I should make sure, not video settings, music. Ooh, that's lovely. We've already got some music. Sometimes, oh. I see a bit of possible encoding lag. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I'll go to sleep now. It's 2:30 in the morning. Get yourself some sleep. That's a good idea. Nice. We're almost all the way at the top here. I'm just gonna have to figure out how high to build up from here. But thank you for tuning in. Do make sure to get a healthy amount of sleep, if possible. Have fun. Thank you. Okay, here's the trickier part. We've got all this scaffolding here. Actually, you know what? Break it. We're going right through. I'm going to keep the scaffolding on the corners. The scaffolding was mostly just to make this easier to build. We have a little bit of structure, but I want to keep these scaffolding in the corners because that'll be our elevator. We're actually going to get rid of this scaffolding tower in the corner because we need to put water there to push all the guardians around. So these become our new elevators until we decide to be fancy and throw a water elevator somewhere in the middle of the ocean. I mean, it won't be as necessary to have a way to get up and down once this is all complete, because most of the up and down has been for the purpose of creating this farm. However, it would still be nice to have, especially in case anyone falls off the platform, then they have a way to get back up. It would be deeply unfortunate if they did. Well, since we have these scaffolding towers here, I think we can go ahead and get rid of this one in the corner. Ow, that's not very nice. Oh, look at that. There it goes. All right, time to go. That's a lot of ink sacs. Ow! Bro. The Guardians have no concept of mana. I'm telling you. It is on site with these. Like, give me a break. I'm just trying to collect my scaffolding. And y'all are out here just constantly harassing me. I am gonna wander around and take all 3 inks. Stop it. It's enough. Is that one of my boats? I do get why all those giant laser particles show up on screen. It's so that you can tell that you're being targeted, so you can like run away or go attack them. But it takes up so much screen. Like, how am I supposed to see with all that? Also, dang, that's like a full stack of ink sacs that have just been laying around in the ocean. And this stuff despawns in like 5 minutes. So like there aren't gonna be many squids left in the entirety of Minecraft. They're gonna go extinct because of the Guardians. Ow. Chill out, Mr. Guardian. I'm just trying to go up my elevator. Let's get back up here and let's figure out how high we want to go. Now, this bit, I'm not sure if I want to... Oh, wow. But that's a... We've used a significant chunk of our glass. Also, I realize I still need those in. We are still building. Still building this. Let's have these go up. I think it'll be good to have an elevator that just... Or a scaffolding tower that just goes all the way up to make sure that we can rebuild if necessary. Or like fix things if anything's broken. It'll be easier to repair or etc. etc. Let's see. We've got our nice big area here. Nice big 3x3 water chute that they're all going to be coming up. And then they'll go into a little thing that pushes them. Let's have it push them off in this direction to the north. Push them a little bit north, and then they fall down into a chamber like... How big should that chamber be? I think it should be like a 2 3. That's my current. And I can even share... Actually, I'm not sure if I could share this wall. Because there needs to be some space for them to get pushed. I'm thinking. Let's try. And then this will have some glass colors as well. That does mean we'll need to make more floor. Where's my cobblestone? It is devastating news that this will no longer be centered over the former ocean monument. Also, who cares? What I care about is the fact that that was a perfect amount of blocks. That was like some weird odd number in the stack, and it just happened to be the perfect amount of blocks that we needed for this little bit here. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. Okay. We've got one more stack of gold. First thing. I'm gonna need a... And then we're gonna need to figure out how high this goes to have them drop down. Also, I'm gonna want to make this all hoppers so that we can easily collect the items when it is 2 blocks deep. So let's make our way to the new village. I think, well, old village also has a ton of items. So we'll make a stop at the old village, and then if we need more, we'll go to the new village. We're gonna need to cover this up. We have had a gas to blow it up on more than one occasion. But we're doing okay for now. Like, hello, Mr. Chicken. Ooh. I think one of them died from crowding. Even the hopper isn't picking up more eggs. Uh, let's make a chest for more eggs. Because we could always use more eggs. And never have too many eggs. I should also harvest the copper while we're here. Okay. One thing at a time. Iron. I'll just grab a stack. Wood for chest. Not even cherry wood? Wow. We've really used all the wood we had here. Well, I can resolve that later. I can at the very least make a second chest for egg. This also, it's copper harvesting. Beautiful. Let's get these wonderful blue-green blocks harvested. Okay. A nice line here. I could probably deal with the cows. There's always so many chores to do. Minecraft, one of those games. There's always something more for you to do. It does make it great for pick up and play stream. But also, it is difficult for my ADHD. Let's there. That's harvested. I didn't see any more fully oxidized blocks. I think we're good to go on that for now. Let's throw this chest down in here. Well, unfortunately, putting the chest sideways here does not make that chest sideways. You're just gonna be there. And you're gonna have so many eggs. You're not even gonna know what to do with them. There you go, Mr. Egg. Perfect. Wonderful. We're so back in business. I am gonna need to go to the new village though, because we do need wood for chests to make hoppers. You can't make hoppers without chests. I've tried. Didn't work very well. I just tried to like form the iron into a hole. You just can't do it. What's because it's raining? I was like, what the heck was that? That poor Enderman. Stuck out in the rain. That's gotta hurt. Let's see. What kind of logs we got lying around in the log chests? Good amount of dark oak. Like that. Enough to make a stack of planks. You know what? You can always harp. Let's just grab as much as we need. Ooh, we got a nice amount of sand, and there's some more sand cooking into glass right here. Ah, throw one more stack in there. The only problem is that it only smelts while we're here, and we can't get anything done while we're sitting over here. This may be stupid. but I'm just gonna take them. The furnaces, all the stuff they're smelting. A few more stacks for good measure. That should be plenty enough to get this build done. I hope. Feels so much more empty here. Without the furnaces towering to the ceiling, it's just not right. What is Minecraft without an excessive number of furnaces? That you can smelt things fast? Actually, I want my pink boat back. Did we have any cherry logs in there? I need to see. Let's see. Also, looking at I'm looking at my system memory usage because my computer crashed earlier. That memory leak issue in Word is still a thing. It's very unfortunate, but I'm dealing. I'm just dealing, I suppose. I think I'm just gonna have to go cut down a couple trees over here. Because we got no cherry wood in these chests. It's a travesty. I don't know how we're going around with no cherry wood in the chest. Not even a backup cherry wood. Why did it stop? That was weird. All the leaves just stopped decaying for a second there, and I was like, okay, I'll finish. I can keep going. That's it's not another. That is not another log. You can on. Reach it. I can just barely reach it. Now we have plenty of wood. I could honestly just go put all the dark oak back. It really only takes chopping down like 2 cherry trees and then you're golden. Let me put this stuff away. Okay, back we go. Let's get those hoppers made. We might want to make a couple carpets on top of those. So the experience doesn't get stuck. Do we? Oh. Bro, I am just leaping back and forth. It is just nonstop. I go to the portal. I go over to the portal and I'm like, you know, actually, maybe we should grab something else. I have an idea of another thing that we might want to have. Let's go grab another thing. I don't got wool in the Arby's chest. Do we have any wool up here? We got carpets. That's all I need. Oh, look at that beautifully organized inventory. I do love inventory tweaks, I think it's called. I don't know if they've changed the name. Many mods have changed their names over the year. Might be called inventory profiles next now. I think that might be what it is, but either way, the mod that lets you sort your inventory with a hotkey is beautiful. I love it. And it lets me sort chests, everything. I don't gotta organize all that by myself. The only problem is when I want to organize it in a different way. Well, fine. Fine. You're gonna be that way, we won't fight. We don't have to fight. I didn't want to fight. Did not want to fight anyway. Just you guys are always on me nonstop. always on site. So I'm just then returning the favor. That was pretty good. We still got some holes to fill in here. Make sure the boat can actually get caught, but those walls are pretty nicely filled. So it's a lot easier to not get on the... Ah, feel that rain. Unfortunately, we don't have a copper roof here to get the nice little tinking. We are living regardless. We are living regardless. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna put these chests like this. Okay, let me empty out this stuff in my inventory so that I can put all this stuff back in the miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Where's my water bucket? Two empty buckets. Okay. Well, that's a start. I'll need to make a water source up here because we're going to need to fill this entire tube with water source blocks. Which, there's an easier way than just placing a bucket on every single block all the way up. That's dumb and tedious. Nah. What I'm going to do is place a bunch of water at the top and then place kelp on every single block. And that'll turn them all into source blocks. And then we have this absolutely gigantic bubble column. Okay, so let's go get this sand cooking again. How many furnaces do we have? Where's my crafting table? Crafting table, you go. I also want to move this out one so that there's a little bit more room. Either way, regardless, furnaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll distribute the coal evenly throughout the furnace. That 47 coal per furnace. We are cooking. We are cooking with coal. You can't cook with gas in Minecraft. Sorry. Oh, look at that beautiful rainbow. All the way around, you could see the bottom of the rainbow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's beautiful. And it's sunset too, as the stars appear in the background. Goodbye, Mr. Rainbow. You will be missed. Okay. We've had our nice little rainbow detour. Time to get back to it. I would like to, before I continue building this up, because it's going to bother me, I want to build a little bit more on the outer edges here. I'd like to have a 2-block long, 2-block wide path on the outside. It means less falling hazard. What would mean even less falling hazard would be handrails, like cobblestone walls or something. But this works for now. A little bit of leeway. We'll also see this. You know what? This is an active beam. We can just take this little part and make this go out. Doesn't need to be the whole thing. Give me back my cobblestone. Ooh, I don't know if it was worth it going back for the cobblestone. Now I'm flying around. I'm getting targeted by guardians. I don't even know if I collected all the cobblestone. Is that a prismarine shard? How did one of the guardians die? Did squid kill it? No wonder they're after the squids. They're in like a generational battle of family hatred. No. No! Oh, I hate when they shoot you and you get sent all the way back to the bottom. That's gracious. What a... Let's make those poppers before I forget again. Also, I carry boat. Right. Mr. Birch boat, you can go back. Let's... Chest. We need 6 chests. 3 more. Because we need to make 6 up. What a delectable use of iron. It's almost half a stack. Oh, I'm gonna need to make 3 more chests, aren't I? It's only me. Okay. All these hoppers, they're all pointing into each other. And then we'll put some... Make a couple more chests. A couple more. 3 more, to be specific. Please, please, please. There we go. 3 chests. That. And roll out the white carpet. And perfect. I don't know. I'm sure there's a like a better way that you could make the guardian killing chamber, but I don't know that way, so this is what we got for now. This is a good enough kind of deal. I'm thinking, could it be 3 wide because this is 3 wide? Well, let's start building up. I don't have scaffolding. Okay, so here we got a pretty long fall. That kind of hurts. You know, I am... Should I just look this up? I'm about to go look this up. I'm about to go do research. Let's find out how many blocks. How much health does a guardian have in Minecraft? Minecraft guardian on the Minecraft wiki. They've got 30 health. Okay. And then fall damage. How much fall damage? Okay, there's a whole equation here. You know, I'll just say about 20 blocks. We'll start with that. Because I don't know all the variables here. So 105 up to 120. 5, maybe? 2, 3. Oh, wait. I don't need to count. Look at that. That's exactly where I happen to leave that scaffolding. Perfect. We'll build those up a little bit. We'll keep building those up as we get higher. Can we take it higher? This is gonna take a lot of glass. Either way, I think we're gonna want at least to go this. So let's get started with the glass block we have. I don't know how high this is gonna get us. 3, 2, 3. Yeah, we're starting to get there. Only like a couple more rounds of this, I think, and we'd be there. That's still a lot of blocks. Hook you up. Build you up. Build this man up. And I am out of glass. Wow. That was the perfect amount of glass to get to this flat surface. We are hitting a lot of coincidental perfect. For some reason, instead of coincidental, the first word to come to mind was a word that I forgot as I was saying that sentence. But it was not a word that was anywhere close to coincidence. My my brain really said, "All right, we figured out the word that we were trying to think of. Go ahead and wipe all the memory from before that. That whole process, that whole train of thought. Don't need to worry about it." Okay, these are almost done cooking, so let's just wait for that. I think once we get up there, build this up too. We have more scaffolding. I'm gonna build this on the outside actually. I can only really afford one tower here. We may have to go back to the new village to get more string. All right, look at that. All that glass. That's also done a good job repairing some of my poor armor. Taken a bit of a beating from all of these guardians just constantly being on me 24/7, non-stop. And also all of the fall damage that I've taken. Well, first let's get this up to height. Let's get this up to height standards. Look at that, we're above the bamboo. That's how high we're. Yep, just 3 more. 2, 3. Perfect. And then it'll go like this. I'm starting to think we might want to make it 3 long, 3 wide. Which ways is wide and which ways is long ways? I don't know. Either way, let's at least get started with this. I think it may be worth it. It's not going to be like a crazy amount more materials to make this 3 long. All right, Jess, you're coming with me. Mr. Scaffolding, I'm afraid I'm going to need to decommission you and recommission you 1 block to the left. Thank you. Perfect. Now let's go make a couple more hoppers. And by a couple, I mean 3. I do not mean a... There we go. Perfect. We'll also need to... I can't get any repairs done on my poor Silk Touch pickaxe. Because of my armor. My armor is just so beaten and bruised. Oh? We were having a lag moment there, it looks like. That is the trouble with that is the trouble with running too much on one computer. All I can do is keep an eye on it, and if it starts getting bad, I just gotta turn off the lighting, which thankfully I have a button for. So, easy enough. And that makes everything a lot easier to render, to the point where I don't really have to worry about the... Oh. Oh no! My button's broken. This is really tragic. I am now stuck with lighting off. Alright, I'm gonna go turn it back on. Turn it back on manually. Looks like that's something I'm gonna have to go fix. I'll make a mental note of it. Whether or not I will remember that mental note is anyone's business. Alright. At least we've got the Minecraft music to keep us company. I do love the Minecraft music. It's very quiet. I don't remember it being quite this good. We're almost getting to the top. No, it's at 100%. Just like all the other volume sliders. Except for master volume. That one's turned down. Oh, it's almost eerie. Yeah, hello, Sour. Welcome to stream. Oh, look at that. That's a perfect 3 tall. So I just gotta do 1 more lap around here. And then... Now, we gotta make ourselves a good 3 tall wall along this way. 2, 3, and 3. I feel like I'm bridging in the nether again. Except this is a lot less dangerous, so I'm not nearly as frazzled, question mark. I'm just living. And this should be plenty enough. I think I'm going to tear down these towers of scaffolding, give myself a little bit more so that I can build all the way up. I want to be able to have a scaffolding tower that lets me get back up to the roof whenever I need to mess with this. Oh, the glass is getting a little bit messed up by the distant horizons, where the distant horizons ocean starts. Wonder if that... No, that doesn't... that seems to be specific to the shader, rather than to a just distant horizons. It could be a distant horizon shaders in general, to be fair. All right. Now let's decommission this tower over here because it just leads straight into the wall. Give me all my scaffolding. Oh, dang. I landed on the nether portal. Nice landing. Now let's get these guys up here. Almost to the top. Almost to the top. Perfect. While we're at it, make that even. Nice. You know, it's fine. I gotta go down to get water anyway. Geronimo! Just grab a couple buckets of water. Make ourselves an infinite water source. And collect the golden sacks while we're at it. Don't mind me. What are you shooting me for? Collecting the ink sacks? Not like you're using them. Chill out. Guardians are just relentlessly hostile. I'm telling you. Let's make ourselves a nice infinite water source. You know what? That's a little bit too cool. I guess we will be filling in this area after all. And I'm out of cobblestone. Don't worry, we got some more. What I am going to need to be making is some signs or fence gates. Make it with fence gates. Those are a little bit more expensive, I believe. Maybe not. Well, you only get one per recipe. I think it's maybe comparable to signs. Either way, I think we can just use them for aesthetic here. I need more sticks. I need more. Perfect. There we go. Now it's blocked off, but it's still easier to access because you can get a little closer than you can with a full block there. No. I'm also gonna clear this guy out of the way. You. Also make sure these guys are all the way up there. Perfect. And this guy is not going to reach the top. We don't have enough scaffold, but that's okay. Let's start. I don't know how I thought I was going to manage to, like, reach the scaffolding there to not take fall damage. That's like a... I'm like, I gotta leap out, and then I gotta go across 3 blocks and then back in. Like, I'm sure it's totally doable, but... Yeah. Alright. Make a temporary floor here. Probably put all the water in. Okay. There we go. Fill our bucket back up. And then... I did forget something. I forgot to make more fence gates. Because we're going to need 3 fence gates across here so that the water doesn't pour down into there. And then they can just swim back up. That's not a very good use of our resource. You know what? I'll grab these. And then we have 3 right there. And I can just make a fancy little thing. And that looks even fancier. Beautiful. We love it. Give me my fence. We want to make sure these fence gates are open as well. So, make sure all of those are open. Just block the water. So now, put the... Okay. This may need to go a bit further. Okay. I guess it's just the whole top's got to be there. Let me fill up my buckets just so I got that. And I've realized I forgot to get any kelp or bone meal so that I can go make sure all of the blocks are source when we break out the bottom. You just gotta tech. Heck, it's an entirely separate mod pack. Except that's... The joke doesn't entirely work, because that's not how tech is spelled. It's okay, it sounds the same. It sounds the same. Let the... Help and bone meal. We'll see where this gets. How dare you anti my joke? We don't necessarily need more glass right this second. However, might as well get it cooking. Because who knows when we will need more. Now, it's kelpin time. I may... You know what? Before we do our kelpin time bit, let's go get... Let's put away the stuff in our inventory we don't need right this second. Stick and go in the miscellaneous. Let's go get a little bit. Am I gonna get this much? Probably not. You can get a good amount of kelp though, just by holding left click and swim. Like, look how much kelp there is down. It's utterly insane. There's a ruined portal down. What do we got? Ooh. Ooh, a lodestone? That's expensive. That requires, like, netherite. We don't even have netherite yet. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go suck up all the kelp. What was that zoop sound? Oh! That is a pufferfish. I was like, I don't recognize that sound effect. That's wild. Man, we have so much help out here. Here we go. Let's go on collecting. I'm not even sure if I should be swimming in order to collect these, or if they don't necessarily pick up fast enough for that, and I should be just floating around. Seems like I did miss a bunch. At the same time, there was a lot. You know, maybe it was worth putting all those stacks of help in my inventory. Filled up the whole thing. That's crazy. Alright. Hey, stop it. Get help. Violence is not the answer. You need therapy for your anger issues. Alright. We can go throw all this in the miscellaneous just for now. And we got ourselves a good amount. This ain't Bloons Tower Defense, this is Minecraft. That's what I'm saying. Please tell me this is the scaffolding that I can reach to the top. I'm gonna have to climb back down and climb that. Okay, no, this is the good one. You know what time it is. Oh, look at that. Watch that thing fill. This entire tube is now full of water. And we gotta fill that with source buckets. Alright. Did the 3 planks float back up? Can I stealth grab that through the corner? The corner of the glass over here? Yeah. Thank you. You know what time it is? I'm playing. Alright. Well, we can see where that currently ends. And where it currently ends is... Dang! It's like a waterfall. That's cool. I don't know which mod is doing the particles for that. Regardless. This is... It's gonna be a little tricky. This is gonna be quite... Almost certainly going to be a notably... The particle effect and the beams of light going through them. That's very nice. What's not very nice is all these guys shooting at me. I'm gonna have to go get some XP to repair my armor. Okay. Have a kelp on every soul sand. You do. Okay. We can start building. I need to get... that. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to be doing this one at a time. All the way up. One down, 8 to go. Look at that. I don't know what that particle stream is from, but it's kind of cool. Kind of dig it. I'm kind of dig it. Hey. Oh, had a pufferfish. Fish are totally gonna get caught in this thing too, aren't they? Up we go. I have a feeling this is going to be a mildly tedious process. 2 out of 9, 7 to go. Put in there. Ooh, that was a pretty smooth spiral down. All right, here we go. Next guy over here. I wonder if I even have enough kelp for this. Oh, dang. I wonder if it's because I'm getting some lag from the game, and so my GPU is having a hard time keeping up. I'm going to turn off the lighting for now. Just so that we're not getting those laggy frames. Hey, even here. Okay. No, that's not specifically because of the lighting. That's because rethinking voxels is very heavy. And it's doing a lot. Oh man, my poor frames. Oh no. I am sorry, my poor little computer. I'm making you do so much. You do so much for me. I'll give you a break here. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it over to normal complementary for the time being. Then I can probably turn the light back on. That is significantly better. It's still a little bit like whatever is causing these particles on every single block is not being particularly. Look at that. That is an insane amount of particles. Chill. I mean, the particles are at least rendering a lot more quickly. So, like, I'm not having a lag problem now. Chill out, guys. My goodness, I gotta step out for a second. Chill! Turkey, tell me why a server's at 2 frames a second. Really tragic. At the very least, the network isn't dropping any frames. The frame issues are just because Minecraft is... It's being Minecraft. It's being laggy. It's causing everything to take a lot more time than it needs. Gee. That is getting framey. Okay. Looks like we're going to be turning off shaders for now. I still feel it. Look at these particles. This is insane. First. Sours first. You heard it here first. Sours first. Congratulations. You are first. First to witness whatever the heck this is. This is a lot. You did do it. I'm so... I cannot see a thing. Remember when I was naively like, oh, look at these particle effects. They're so cool. Oh, those were the days. I won the rat race. Would it be considered a bee race? Are we all bees here? Oh, man. This is... What are my frames at? I'm getting 40 frames a second with no shaders. That's insane. These particles are something else. Sadly, this is not Tomodachi Life. That it is not. A real tragedy. Oh, man. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, get me out of here. Shooting at me. All right, we're going back down. Help, 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 help. Ooh, this is a little bit framey. Okay. 2 more to go. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. My RAM usage for Minecraft has shot up considerably. I wonder why. Where am I? I feel like I'm in a dream. What is this? This is insane. This is crazy. There is something going terribly wrong here. Oh man. And we're out of help too. You need to play a jungle beat while you're in there. Well. Let's at least save a few frames. By getting rid of all the stuff on the top. I'm going to figure out, okay, which one is not there? It's really hard to tell with all of these frames being framed. I think it was this corner? It was definitely this corner. Okay, the confusion of being slapped around by the Guardians is not helping. Alright, you know what? Forget you. Okay. Let's swim back up so I can catch my breath. I'm gonna need to put another area of water up here so that they actually go down. Okay. I think this is the corner. Come on. Come on. Just ignore the Guardians. We don't care. Nice. And then I think this one might have also not been brought all the way to the top. It's a little bit further down than the rest of them. So, just in case, let's bring this one to the top.
And then we can finally go all the way down to the soul sand. Get rid of all that nonsense. Oh. The F3 menu goes away so slowly. Oh, man. Alright. Oh, no. I have a bad feeling. Okay, thank goodness. I was worried I took out some of the scaffolding. All these guardians here. How am I supposed to get rid of the seaweed? Guys, stop. I'm trying to get rid of the seaweed so that we can all stop lagging. Guys, you're just making it worse. Gotta be incredibly careful. If I break one of these scaffolding, I'm gonna be in for a bad time. Look. It's insane. That's ridiculous. What is this? What's happening here? No wonder I was lagging. Okay. Look at that, my frames have returned. I think that's it. The bubble columns are real! Oh yes, the whole thing. They all go all the way to the top. You'll love to see it. Oh, hi. Mind me? I'm trying to pick this. Oh no, I'm so sorry you got caught in this, Mr. Dolphin. Oh, that's a tragedy. Here we go. We love being back at 60, baby. Back at a full 60. That means we can turn back on our shaders and have no issue. Beautiful. Magnificent. Alright, there's step one. There we go. There's step one. It's functioning, baby. Okay, what are you doing up here? Take the string for more scaffold. But like, rude. This is our spot. Not for spider. We need to put up a no spiders allowed sign. What I need to put up is put them on the corners. There we go. Oh no, you poor thing. Yeah, that dolphin's not making it out of there alive. Oh, okay. I definitely need to step back somewhere and get some experience to heal up my helmet. Guys. Ah, how's it feel? Well, since we got all this hooked up glass, and do that, and that heals it up a little bit. We do need, in order to make this more efficient, we are going to need to break all of the netherrack that we had over there. We're going to need to put some water on the corner there so that everything gets pushed into this central bubble column. Need a couple more buckets of water. Are we ready to make that hop down? I almost just want to stay for a bit and repair my armor. But at the same time, I'm not going to be very fast at repairing our armor with one guardian every 2 minutes. All right, first thing, corners. Stop it. And then we're gonna need to clear out all this netherrack. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Stop it. Clearing the netherrack is going to be a bit of an issue. But, you know. It happens. All just swimming around there. It's going to be slight work. You know, wouldn't it be nice? The thing I'm most worried about is my armor break. Because it's suffered quite a bit throughout the construction process of this farm. That poor guy's flipping around. We're gonna need to put water in the middle, it looks like, as well, to fill that up. But that is a start. Okay. Tropical fruit. Throw random stuff into the random chest. There you go. I may need to carry more food on me. I'm starting to run out of steak. Oh, we got cooked pork chop. Sick. We're safe. We're safe here. All right, time to keep it up. Hey guys, I don't like the way you're staring at me. Also got to be careful not to break the scaffold. And it looks like I'm gonna have to put help on some of these blocks that have lost their source water block status. Hopefully, adding this water in here will make it so that all the guardians that follow me up here just get sent into the big water column, and therefore cannot just keep on attacking me. Yeah, look at that. Losers. It's stuck in. Ooh. All right, guys, I need to chill. It's sucked up, nerd. They're getting sucked into our vacuum cleaner, our guardian vacuum cleaner. Guys, you're making this harder than it needs to be. Stop it. Stop it. It's... Where's my arm? It's struggling, but it's not quite on the verge of death. Not quite yet. Come on. I'm most worried about my helmet. Much more helmet suffering. Okay. Nice. Hey! Stop it, Mr. Guardian. That's not very nice. A couple more here, a couple more there. Hitting the hay. Yeah, get yourself some sleep. Thank you for tuning in. It's always good. Let me... I'm extremely focused because I do not want to accidentally hit one of these scaffolding and cause a massive chain reaction. Have yourself a good night's sleep. May you be well rested. May these guardians stop with their absolute nonsense. Dead. Come on, we're so close to clearing out this netherrack. It does look like those bubble columns did eventually form where I thought they weren't. So thankfully, it looks like we're not going to have to worry about doing any more than just breaking the netherrack. Yes, I think that's it. I think that's all of them. Let's swim around. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. I could go around collecting all this netherrack, but I don't really need to. We can get plenty of netherrack in the nether. In the nether. Let's climb our way back up. Wonderful, wonderful. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. There's still a good amount of guardians that are kind of chilling out there. I think we'd have to go another 50 or so blocks up in order to have true efficiency. Which I'm worried will be kind of worth it. Let me throw that in there. Throw you in here. And you. And you go in there. Water bucket here. Pufferfish can go in there. I'm gonna hop in the nether and do a nice little round trip for the sake of resetting spawns. Because there's a bunch of there's a bunch of those guardians that are just chilling at the front entrance of the ocean monument where they're not getting trapped. And that's not very helpful for our farming purposes. If we are still really struggling, then I may just move everything up to 50 blocks. Okay. Bro. You're in the middle of the street. I guess it really doesn't matter which portal I go through. We'll hop through one. In and out. 5-second event. And now, let's go see how the Guardians are doing. There's so many of you guys.
Guys, this...
That didn't sound good. I may need to bring some ice on the way back. We have got to make this a tunnel. Looks like that glass may be used for more than just making the Guardian farm tall. Hey there. Alright, this isn't, like, as efficient as they come. Pretty sure there's still some guys floating around where it's not helpful to the spawn rates of the Guardian farm. However, it's not bad. It's not bad. This is acceptable enough. He's swimming against the current. If nothing else, I can set this up so that we have a platform at the top where we can wait, or we can make sure they are only spawning within a certain radius. We only have a couple string right now. So can't really make that much more scaffolding. Something. We don't have any more scaffolding lying around here, do we? You know what I'll do? Look at... Oh! They can just escape like that? Okay. This is gonna need to be like a half slab here. I did not realize this. I didn't realize they could fit through one block tall gaps. Trapdoors or half slab? We'll start with half. Half slabs on the top half wrap. This is block of the experience. That back. That does mean I would want to... I would kind of want to lower this a bit. I'm not having to hold shift the whole time. I can't hit that. Well, let's see if lowering that floor a bit helps at all. This is mildly precarious. That's okay. Okay, no, I'm swinging right through them. Whereas, yeah, when the gap is larger, I can't. This is a bit of a conundrum. I don't know how people usually set these up. How do people usually set up their killing chambers for Guardian Farm? I don't know. This is what I get for improvising a Guardian Farm based off of Google images. Oh, you know what? I think part of it is that it's too deep. What I probably could do, I think I can hit them if they're close enough, maybe? Let's test that. Goes back, and then he hops forward, and yeah, I can hit him if he hops forward. It's that they can hop backward, and then they're out of reach. Oh, and actually also the experience can't get through. Before I do anything else. Let's try traps. Here, I need more. I need more so I can make a third trapdoor. Kick. Get in range of my sword. Okay, yeah. Experience can go through here. And I don't think they can jump through this. That's good. That's good. That means I can make this normal cobblestone again. What a waste. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I will say, if there's one great thing about Guardian Farms, is that they give so much XP. This is way better than the amount of XP I get from the villager trading hall, or from like smelting lots of stuff has pretty much been my go-to XP source. Smelting lots of stuff, mining lots of ores. That's beautiful. Not the fastest thing, but it is significantly faster than our zombie apocalypse machine. So, you know. Let's make this go all the way up. And that'll clear out the guardians, I think. Haha. Maybe. He might have just despawned because he was too far away. In theory, moving this up, I think, would make it more efficient. For our needs, I don't know if we'll do that yet. The efficient way would have been to make it correct in the first place. You know, you could be efficient or you could be fun. And I think there is something to be said for just coming up with your own farm designs based on your knowledge of the game. But at the same time, it also isn't necessary. I am thinking about making another little water area that pushes the guardians into like a little two by three area. Because when you got this 3x3 area, it could be a little harder hit. See if I can do that right now. Let's grab some water buckets. Water bucket release. Some black. They just keep coming. Love it. Oh, I didn't consider that. Okay, okay. That man was really about to knock me off. Okay. First things first, make a little 2x3 area. We'll deal with that wall later. And here, I'm thinking of at this same level, oh, that? Yes, that is the same. We'll have some water here that pushes out that way, I think. Please give me that back. Oh, that's that. We can afford to lose one piece of glass. Go back to those. Oh, so this much already does help. Wow, they're spawning. They're spawning. This ain't bad. Not bad at all. What I do want to do is put a nice prismarine back on there. We could make a prismarine brick. I'm gonna try prismarine. Dip, dip, dip. Oh, oh. Oh. Well, it was bound to happen at some point. Oh, they're flying away. Back to the ocean you go. Ah! I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Much better. And now I don't feel like I'm gonna break the situation. Make this like 2-block tall area into prismarini, so that I'm not worried that I'm going to break the blocks when I'm slicing and dicing these pointy fish. Oh, I got a guardian head. Hey, my helmet's fully repaired. Look at that. That's hilarious. That's great. That's beautiful. Perfect. All right, let's. Oh, that. Look. Let's. This nice tall, and then I could probably get those a couple fence gates before I do what I'm about to do. Where did this come from? Place that back. Hello, Mr. Guardian. Oh, this is beautiful. I can't believe this worked. I can't believe our Google Images type Guardian farm is functional. And, like, not even bad. Like, look, that's already filled back up. Okay, hold on. I know you guys are all waiting for me, but I've got... I have got to make a couple more fence gates before I forget, because I will forget. I have to make that into plank. 1 fence gate, 2 fence gate. I think I only need 2 fence gates. We've already got those guys. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, every time I go back and look at my armor, I'm like, wow. Worth it. Some more there. There. And I realized I was a fool. We need... Alright, don't shoot me, please. I'm trying to build. Okay. I'm gonna need those back. That's a block too high. What I need to do here, if I can reach, I can just about reach there. Perfect. Perfect. I wonder if they just don't have enough time to hit me with their laser. Perfect. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, ooh. Oh, you got me there, buddy. Come on, let me... Alright, one at a time, one at a time. We are having sushi tonight, boys. This also gives us a good amount of fish. Oh, look at all those prismarine shards. We're rich, boys. We're rich. Where did those... Oh. Uh-oh. Nice sneak around back here. I'll just have this become lasso. Build it up. Let's build it up. You need to... Okay. I got scaffolding on me? I do. Let's build it up. This is a big enough hole that some guardian is almost certainly going to hop through it if they happen to get through at the right time. It seems that they did not. Let me go collect all the glass that's spilled on the ground. Oh! Y'all were just frozen for a second. Dang. Alright. One at a time, one at a time. Look at... Delectable. Right, I was over there. I was building a thing. I was tearing down and then rebuilding a thing. Not my greatest show of building prowess. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Now let's get back up there. And fix the thing that I was... Wait. Or that I was trying to do. Okay. Put 2 more fence gates here. Open them up. Does get enough time to shoot me if he keeps jumping around like that. You there. We can break these. And we might need to bring this 1 block back. Okay. I'm not too worried about the water spilling here because I don't think it's going to go affect anything. Well, that could also happen. I've got to get up here and fix this before it goes even more horribly wrong. There we go. Okay. go. Where are my bucket? I got my buckets on me. Awesome. That means we put these up here. Not huge on that one little still spot. Okay. I think that's enough that it'll kind of shove them around. 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's cover this up a little bit more. Just so they're not jumping out up and down and all around. Perfect. Oh, that's lovely. That is just lovely. Could probably use a wall here so that you're not constantly getting launched back. Make a cobblestone wall. Ah. You know what? Maybe that should actually just be full brick. Full bricks, full blocks. Put through here. Is still quite intense. However, we are doing great on XP now. I'm from. Where did you come from? How long have you been here? Okay, they can swim against the current, but they eventually come. It might be worth building a little roof over there so they can swim in one block high, whatever it is. I don't know if you can. I don't think waterlogging works in a way where I could put like waterlog fences here in these blocks that are only like half filled with water to prevent them from going up there. Either way, it's not such a detriment to. I'm not here for like #1 efficiency. I'm here for usable. Wow, look at the ball. Look at the ball from the sky. That's just wonderful. I think I'll repair all my tools, and I think we'll call it there once we've got everything repaired. Because that really was my goal for stream, was just to get this up and running. And it is now up and running. I think depending on how things go in the future, it'll definitely be, it'll very, very possibly be worth revisiting and making it taller for the sake of preventing spawns down here. And see, there's guys like all around here. They aren't just spawning in the area where they're immediately shot up, but if you go high enough up, because the spawning radius is a sphere, then they will only spawn in that little area, and all of them will get shot up to the thing. Granted, I think it's always more efficient to dig out the entire ocean, but ain't no way I'm doing all that. That is excessive. Unless I'm doing like some full-time Minecraft business. While I'm moving things around, let's get stuff put back in here that I'm not. You love that guardian head is gonna go proudly next to the elder guardian head and the drowned head. We have collected the heads of all of the evil sea creatures. I realize I'm not gonna be able to repair my tools if I'm. Have fun down there. I realize I'm not gonna be able to repair my tools if I'm not holding them in my offhand. Can be a little tough to catch them when they're jumping around. I am curious if we can. Well, I don't have any more scaffolding right now, so I can't. I can't run tests on how many mobs are spawning. Like we're at 140 up here. I think the soul sand down there is at about at about Y50. I forget how big this sphere is in diameter that the mobs spawn in. Something to consider if I want to make it more efficient. Come on, fill that bar up. Fill that bar up. Beautiful. Thought I saw a guy get stuck up there. Must have been the wind. Oh, let me grab those guys as well. I can't believe I didn't even notice those in there. Y'all can go in this chest. Mr. Guardians. Fill up my experience. Look at that. We've even got 30 levels. Bro, I feel rich with this. Building a Guardian farm is a tall order. It's a massive undertaking. It's a big task. It is difficult to do when you've got all the Guardians hating on you the entire time you're trying to build that thing. Man, you feel rich once you got it. Gimme. Delicious. Delicious. Look at that. Everything is fully repaired. We got a nice, even, round 30 levels. I think that's going to be it. I'm going to get one. Let's get one last nice, epic-looking shot of the thing from our tallest point up here. That's crazy. It's like a mini oil rig. Oh, the rain has subsided. That's wild. Ah, I'm glad to have this done. I will probably spend some time just grinding through a bunch of guardians, getting a bunch of them so that we can get those dark prismarine. How many dark prismarine did we need? Did I write it down? I think I wrote it down. Hold on. I gotta check this. I gotta check this. I gotta check my notes, my math. We needed 348 dark prismarine blocks, about 5.5 stacks. How do you make dark prismarine? Dark prismarine. Prismarine. When did it show up on it? Okay. So we need 8 of these. We need 8 shards per dark prismarine block. can only make it with shards. You can't just dye a prismarine. So in that case, let's pull out the calculator. This is going to be quite the undertaking. As if building the thing wasn't enough. Now we gotta sit here for hours. Let's see. 348 blocks times 8 shards. 2,784. 2,784 prismarine shards. That's 43 stacks! My man. This is... we may have an entire stream that is just me killing guardians. Because... wow, this one house is really just pushing our limits when it comes to resource gathering. That's a lot. Oh, man. Well, something to chew on, I guess. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been a fun little time. I'm glad to have this done. I hope you all have a good night. I will... I don't believe I will be streaming again this week. I may possibly on the music channel be streaming tomorrow for the 2-hour album challenge. I believe the theme drops tomorrow, and tomorrow is the only day that it will be open that I would be available. So we'll see. Maybe there may be a 2-hour album challenge tomorrow on the GCJ Twitch channel. Other than that, I'm going to be gone for the week. Thank you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.